Razor hovering around topside. Double crab here. Broken Blade had that full push in the top wave, set up for Skewmon to move in and take yet another camp, and this is an excellent start for the jungler of G2. We talked about the pressure on his shoulders to carry in this game, to be this disruptive force, as there is Caps now on the Galio, a more supportive member, and thus far it's going pretty well.
This was really bad for Razor. He just had to watch Broken Blade zone him away from the crab. Although he's trying to get a bit cheeky here. EQ's over the wall, hasn't gotten spotted. He doesn't know that the ward is there, but maybe it doesn't matter.
We're going to find out. Flash in on a Broken Blade. Broken Blade now overheating, hoping to find a kill back on the Zerbo. Flash in return, but first blood is there for Razork.
Really creative pathing by Razork there. He knows that he can't go through River, but he utilizes that fact that Broken Blade feels safe, feels secure to find this gank with a different angle. Matches the flash of Broken Blade as well. The only downside is that Sabura wasn't able to hold to crash the wave because Skewmon elected to hold it. That means the Sabura is going to need to TP back. As we watch the replay here, delayed Razork was, and the fact that G2 got pushed in both. They're just going to be able to pick up the first dragon for free. Feels pretty good for them, especially with the fact that Razork is the one with the lead. We'll see. Razork wants to go for the Raptors as the cross map here. Or a mid lane play instead.
Mid. Caps has just burned all of his cooldowns. Magic Shield is fading away. Nice sidestep on the flag and drag. Skewmon now ready to respond. Skewmon level 6, importantly. Scatter the Weak is there. Force of Will is there as well. But Skewmon now forced to full commit here, hoping to land a double daggers. TP coming in. It's going to be Lospa on the way to mid lane. Excuse me, Lebrav on the way to mid lane. To mix up the nameplates to cover for Skewmon. Scatter the Weak does connect. Lospa now walking Hansama back to his tower, forcing a flash out. Incredible sequence of play for Fnatic there.
Great plays by Fnatic back to back. Caps once. Razork has now made a proactive play top, a proactive play mid, and a Fnatic that can play through all 3 lanes. It's a Fnatic that is a real team, you know, that can actually compete with the best teams in the league. I think a really exciting prospect to watch, especially if you're a despairing Fnatic fan that has watched them struggle for so long.
And else that's what you like. In which case, I'm sorry. You're going to have to... It's a bit of a reprieve from that particular punishment obsession that so many
Hansama,
of you
no
seem to
flash.
have.
Go, Razork.
Flash in. Ulti, Hansama. He's trapped him in the Thunderdome. The curtains have been called. Hansama trying to fire back. Upset, grabbing the kill in the end. And that's not exactly what you wanted to see, but basically...
Pretty much. Not much counterplay for Hansama there. Razork got a little bit spooked when he first saw Hansama, so he had to invest the flash to get him. Razork taking some damage, but he should still be able to pick up this blue buff. G2, however, are getting the grubs in return, but I think Fnatic can smile pretty.
TP in. Fnatic, do you want this fight? The answer, no. They might want to fight Caps, though, who is definitely overcommitted here. Solar Flare is there. Now the re-engage coming in. Call the pack coming out from Skewmon, trying desperately to hold on. Is Vladdy still standing? CC there. Down goes Skewmon. G2 overcommitting to the play. Public execution landed. He actually did it. The Mad Lad off on the side. Hansama is dead. Somebody hit an Embessor. Tell the balance team it needs another nerf.
What world are we in? Is this Fnatic? This is not Fnatic.
We swap.
This is G2. What's this?
I'm gonna check. Production confirming we did not swap the nameplates. Fnatic are, in fact, beating the hell out of G2 right now.
Bro, this is so clean. Lospa, he's caught a little bit at first, realizes he has to flash away, but then Fnatic are so quick on the trigger to recognize, wait, Caps is the one who's caught. We can collapse on him, and then Lospa layers the Solar Flare, though Caps has no way of getting out, and then Upset rotating in as well. The TP comes in from Saburo, and let's see the public execution, let's see it. Ooh. See, that's like, you can't see it.
You can't see it, you can't dodge it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you probably would have. Cleanse. Walk back.
Doesn't even need to flash.
Root.
He's fine.
Curtain call.
Boom. Hansama, are you gonna block? Oh.
Oh no.
It's like
they're trying to fancy feed, but all of the rest of Fnatic are now sprinting down to bottom lane. The flag, the drag.
Oh, poor LeBron.
Oh, Razork now on a killing spree. Broken Blade in trouble in top lane. What is happening? Whoa!
Fnatic are killing them everywhere.
Where were you when the team that collapsed in Game 2 of a series? It wasn't Fnatic. It was G2 Esports. Fnatic fans, you waited a long time for a moment like this. You've earned it.
I hope. Maybe some teams
X-Flash? Okay. Ooh, a little stressful there. Vladdy, stronger in the side lane, no doubt. Blackfire Torch on his way to a second item. Caps, Kane and Corcoran, that's a lot of MR. but there's a lot of physical damage on the enemy team. So if he's not matched up against Vladdy, things are going to be rough. Razor going all in here. Skewmon running for his life. The pack has been called. No weak have been scattered. LeBron likely to need to ult and make it taken down anyway. The power unleashed. Vladdy now on a killing spree.
Fnatic, they just have full control of the map. Like, what can G2 do? They can take down Skewmon, they can take down LeBron. Skewmon just barely ends up surviving, so close to getting one shot in the CC chain, but there's no like real retribution play whatsoever.
And none of us have had to pay it in a long time, but they're before Fearless in the dark times, we used to watch the same mid, bot, and top matchups like 50 games in a row.
That is true.
New pitch. League of Legends Fearless. You can't play the same solo queue champion twice. Ruin the game for all one tricks. It's a terrible idea.
How long would that last? Oh, Saboro.
Not a terrible idea, though, is Saboro. Trying to get the hell out of dodge. TP, a little bit more time. It's just not enough. Shutdown is there. Good pick from G2.
So gold on the board for G2 here. We have to see how Fnatic can respond. Wait, does G2 want to try to make a Nash out of this? No way. No, they're not. They can't do that. They just need to answer to Vladdy. Vladdy's getting some bot plates, so even though they got 700 gold in that top shutdown, unless they can get this top tower, I think it's still not really too big of a deal for Fnatic. Well, Skewmon could face check here.
Has face check. Well, attack used. There's not really much follow-up, although nice little deadly flourish. Ulti flash away. They do get the flash. Nice scatter from Vladdy right on time. Quick flash coming back in from Hansam, and now the turn on the fight. Upset, good sidestep on the equalizer, but they will lose Lospa in the process. G2, another good scatter. That's going to be trouble. Vladdy on a rampage. Jungler down. G2 know that they have to keep this fight going. The retreat coming in. Hansama on the way out. Yet another scatter landing. Who is this mid laner? Hansama locked up. The rest of the team there to follow. A double kill for Soboro as they set their sights on the Baron.
So many good scatter the weeks there from Vladdy. Is going to secure the Nasher for Fnatic. Oh my god, the way that Fnatic is playing these team fights, it's so nice to watch. They recognize how they can play it so slowly. So Razork starts with EQing forward, Skewmon dodges it, then he kites out. They land the deadly flourish on Skewmon. Razork knows he needs to flash the Varus ultimate, and then Hansama flashes away from Lospa, so now Lospa's caught. But Fnatic, they don't panic. They still play it slowly. They get the scatter the weak, one-shot Skewmon, and here Razork buffering the combo from Lebrov, baiting Lebrov in. Lebrov then ends up dying as well, and then Hansama is left to his own lonesome, and they can just run him down. But it's how disciplined and diligent Fnatic is playing.
Yeah, good job, boys.
Like, Lebrov has no flash.
There's not a crazy good engage.
There's no good engage, right? This is the struggle of this composition, is Galio is great follow-up, but you don't really have great initial engage. Alistair, we all think of him as this 5-man pole combo, but it's just so hard to do in pro play, and especially when you're on Vision. Fnatic just aren't grouping up as 5, and until they do, Lebrov cannot find a game-winning combo. A single person is just not enough.
There's no TP ward either. I think if G2 had that, they could look for something crazy with Caps, but... Or even Lebrov, since he has the spellbook TP. But now Caps is in trouble.
Caps locked up, but a stun. A lot of damage burned on Caps. Shouldn't matter too much. Root is there. Public execution in. Lebrov finally re-engaging. Vladdy off on the side as Skewmon fishes for a kill. It's just not enough. He finds the shutdown, but it costs him his life. Broken Blade in trouble. Lebrov on the retreat. Fnatic poised to end it here. 2-0.
Where were you when Fnatic 2-0 G2? In an absolute dominant fashion, they will end game number 2 at 26 minutes and leave no doubt about their dominance today.
Fnatic 2-0, 12K goal lead. Dominance, you said it. Fnatic, a well-deserved win over G2 here in the summer split of the LEC.
What a day from Fnatic. They looked like a completely different team today. And just felt like they had G2's number in every single play, every single team fight. And just domination across the board.
Impressive, impressive stuff. Of course, you can vote for your key player of the series, Soboro, Vladdy, or Upset. All great options. G2 already locked for playoffs, but it's a frustrating one because they've been neck and neck with KC. Obviously don't own the head-to-head, so want to finish ahead of them in the standings, but this is going to make it so much more difficult.
And while G2 didn't put up the fight that I'm used to them seeing, it didn't feel like they played bad. It just felt like Saboro, Vladdy, Upset, all of them played so damn well individually. Razork in game number 2.
Vladdy I mean, Raz are a demon. Don't get me wrong. That game 2, those 2 crazy ganks. The thing about this is a crazy thing about League of Legends. If both those whiffed and they just lost the game, people were like, why would he go for that? But that's like, you have to. You have to be willing to flip the script. You have to be willing to do something a little bit crazy to regain control. And honestly, well played from Fnatic.
Really well played. I'm like stun-locked a bit. I'm shocked. I don't know. Like,
this is not the day we thought we would get, but we don't have to talk about it anymore. Let's hear from the boys themselves. PGL, go.
That's us. We're the boys themselves,
boys.
apparently. Congratulations, lads.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What a weekend it's been for you as well. 2-0, starting the second half of your regular season with a win against G2. What's happened? Where are the Fnatic that went 0-3?
I mean, I don't know what happened, honestly. I felt like we kind of needed to win one game, so we get out of this cycle of losing mentality.
True.
And yesterday, I think we played without being scared, and we played pretty confident. So into today, we were like, okay, it's for sure winnable. We beat G2 in scrims, or like it was very close. Like we are kind of even with every team in scrims, but in stage, we kind of lose our minds and play really bad. So I wasn't like really expecting to do a 2-0, but pretty happy with the win.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't lose your minds today.
Yeah, so I want to ask Vladdy about this play, because it kind of looked losing until you decide to take everything into your own hands with the actualizer on the right.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I just have balls, let's say. I also died with Zonias. If I Zonias here, I think we even end the game here.
Yeah.
But I play a lot of Ryze. I think it's my best sum, so please look to ban it next time. And I had 3 items here, so yeah, once Ryze gets the actualizer item, I think he's completely OP in the fight. You can literally flash 1v4, I think, and kill them.
You both had a pretty good day, and Razork, Wukong game 1, Jarvan game 2, like pretty clean engages. It felt like the comms today were together. You know, you talk about the mess that was on stage versus not the same result in scrims. How have you been adapting? Like, what's the changes that are coming in on stage that are making you guys a whole package now?
I mean, I think the reason why we played better this week is because like we were kind of with the back against the wall, and we felt like, okay, now it's time to give our all. And I still think like our comps are a bit messy, and there is a lot of chaos, and the way we communicate is like we have a lot of pressure to win. But I feel once we start like feeling more confident and everyone like trusting what everyone's doing, we don't have to say it in comps. I feel like everything will be 10 times better. But I think today, individually, we played really good. And also as a team, it felt like everyone really wanted to win. So that's why we won.
These were important series as well.
Oh,
like
incredibly important.
Yesterday
Like
and today.
getting 2 and 3 by like 5 series in is obviously super big. We're expecting 4 to 5 wins to be the cutoff to make it into playoffs. Before we talk about Fnatic's playoff chances and their hopes, Vladdy, I do want to ask you, what's changed? Because the first couple of weeks were not great, right, obviously, and now we're seeing you on a form that we haven't really seen you in it since like last winter, since the win with KC. What's going on?
I mean, first of all, I need to say that I don't even think I played that good on winter. Like, I think I'm a better player right now. I just think every other mid laner sucked in that split.
Sure.
Like, I think Jojopium was pretty bad in that split, and then I think after winter he became a very good player. And yeah, obviously, as you said, I started pretty rough against Jojopium or even against Heretics, but I think I was a bit nervous, let's say. And now that we went 0-3, I don't know, I was like, okay, I will just play the game, that's it.
And do you think the solo queue practice has helped you with like some of the more intricate interactions? It's like Razork is shaking his head, dude. He does not agree with the solo queue.
I don't think. I think solo queue helps in some aspects. I don't think it's as useless as people say, but yeah, I think I just like the game a lot. That's why I play a lot of solo queue mostly.
I mean, you hit a record.
Sorry, very quickly. Please. Can you stop inflating the ladder, though, man? I'm sitting like Masters a couple of hundred LP, and I'm looking at GM, and it's like 1.7k LP. I'm never going to get there because of you.
It's not my fault. Every other solo queue player is bad.
Okay. Have you gotten a couple of points since we last checked in? Because you set the record, the other day for the most ever in European history. What LP are you right now?
I'm 5k.
You're still 5k?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think it's an achievement, because as I said,
I mean, it is technically.
I think solo queue is not in the best state right now. I think the LEC players are not even really playing much.
Yep.
So yeah, I just farm them, let's say.
Okay, that's good.
So I have been told that Odoamne, obviously not with us this weekend, but he's put out a tweet that says that's why Grabs doesn't open his mouth in scrims because he doesn't need to babysit nobody. How does that make you guys feel?
You answer. How it makes you feel?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I think that's a bit disrespectful. But I think Grabs today, he really didn't want to lose.
Yeah.
And Perks was memeing him a lot with drafts in the past.
It was personal.
It was personal, yeah. He said, I don't want to lose draft against Perks. So I think he cooked today.
Yeah.
He also said he's a pretty bad coach.
Well, Perks is a pretty bad coach.
Yeah, Grab said it.
Oh, we're going to have like a fist fight on the LEC stage.
Oh, we should.
Yeah.
That's how we get the viewers, right? Just have them fight it out. You guys have Shifters Na'Vi next week and then Vitality Giant X to round out your season.
Winnable.
Are we expecting a top 4? Are we trying for playoffs? What's the goal now for Fnatic?
I mean, obviously the goal is to make playoffs, right? But I mean, for me, the goal is to find consistency because, as you can see, we can play very good and we can be also very shit. So right now we need to find a balance. And I think this all starts from us making sure that practice is really good. And I think our practice this week wasn't the greatest, even though today and yesterday we played pretty good. So I don't know, maybe the solution is to run it down in scrims and win on stage. But yeah, for sure, finding consistency, that's what I'm looking for. And then doesn't matter win or lose, hopefully win, but play good. And if we lose, feel like we gave our all.
Are you, just before we go on, are you worried about any of these teams that were coming up in the schedule? You can see down there. Obviously, you've got one of the harder schedules, GX, Na'Vi, Vitality. Vitality kind of shaped up a bit, Na'Vi still middling, GX are like a question mark.
I mean, I think, I will say the classic. I think we are beating most of the teams in scrims, but it's scrims, so it doesn't really matter much. But, well, if you beat teams in scrims, that means you can beat them on stage, right?
That's
so
true.
I think we are confident, or at least I'm confident with every team that we have next.
Yeah. I want to say congratulations as well, Vladdy. You are our Kia Player of the Series.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, man. And the newest entrant to the Hall of Legends.
The unofficial
I beat the Hall of Legends mid lane.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. How, just quickly to round out about that, like Caps obviously has been a mainstay of European League of Legends for so long. Is there like a weight on you thinking about playing into someone like that? Or is it you just turn nameplates off when you get into a series like this?
I mean, I think it's bad if you think like that, because I think that's what happened maybe against Option, and then I ended up choking. So I didn't really have that in my mind today, but obviously I think Caps is a very, very good player. I think he's probably the best mid laner for ages now. So yeah, a lot of respect on him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's have a look at where we are in terms of standings before we round out the day. We obviously have one more day of League of Legends tomorrow. You guys aren't playing, so you get to have your rest day. Fnatic currently sitting 6th, tied with Na'Vi. It definitely looks like you can challenge for those playoff spots, but you have some difficult matches coming up. MKOI also now possibly making their own roadshow, which would be great for them as an organization. Is there anything there that surprises you guys from like scrim data, or is this kind of where you expect the teams to end up?
I mean, it's surprising that we are 6th place, honestly. I think we should be higher, but we kind of completely ran it down the first 2 weeks. So, yeah, that was surprised me the most. I think also Vitality, I didn't expect them to play that well. I think they are actually very, very solid team. So, yeah, these are the 2 surprises for me.
Anything based on the meta that you think, I know we've talked a lot about today, but like going forward, that you're kind of excited about, that you think will help turn around this second half of the split?
Yeah, any secrets you can reveal to all the other teams
any
listening?
draft leagues?
I think, I mean, we didn't really, okay, I'm not gonna leak, but I think the AD champs on mid lane can be a thing into the playoffs, like game 4 or game 3, game 4-5. I think Tristana maybe.
Yeah.
This kind of champs can be played later on.
I see that. I think as soon as the Hall of Legends skin comes out, obviously you'll all want to play it, and then...
yeah.
They will probably buff her too.
Yeah, that is how it tends to happen. We have simulated some more scenarios out of the 17 billion scenarios remaining for the LEC. 50-50 odds of winning for each of the teams. Let's have a look where we stand. MKOI making top 6 in almost 60% of scenarios now. Fnatic in 67% of scenarios. you're making it into our playoffs.
Oh, not bad, not bad, not bad.
There's even a chance that you do make it to Madrid. Obviously, Vitality and Giant X are a little bit more likely to make it than you guys in terms of these scenarios. But how would it feel? I can't remember the last time you guys played in like a big arena. Has it been a while now?
I think it was Worlds last year.
Yeah, Worlds last year. It's true.
No, it was
true.
It was the road show.
But he wasn't here.
The road show in Paris, no? It was last split, I think.
Yeah, it was for you.
True.
For me, it was Worlds. I kicked you out.
No, but I mean, last split we played in a big arena in Paris.
Did Fnatic play?
Oh, yeah, actually,
yeah,
it's true. It's true.
Oh, you did?
We
Yeah,
did.
no, sorry.
Oh, we did, actually. It's
My
true.
brain has wiped
yeah.
off that arena. You're
My
entirely
bad.
right. Yeah, so it has been relatively recently. Obviously, it'd be cool to play in Madrid as well. Is there anything you want to say to the Fnatic fans who've been watching you through the highs and the lows over the last few months before we round out?
Yeah, give them some hope.
Yeah, I mean, thanks a lot. Obviously, I think the year has been pretty rough, and even this split, but hopefully people can see that we are trying our best, and now that we beat G2, I think there is still hope.
There should be.
Yeah, definitely is. Well, thank you very much for joining us, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow with Team Heretics facing off against NAVI at 5 PM, followed by Giant X versus KC. Thank you very much, Razok and Vladdy, and thank you all for watching. Good night.